Hey Taurus, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a general reading for September the 12th through the 16th. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Taurus, I'm going to start your reading with some graveyard dirt. I'm going to put it on my little plate here and I'm going to read it, okay? See what comes up, see if there are any patterns forming. There are zodiac symbols on the plate. If anything wants to land over that way, we'll see what happens there, okay? So after that, we're going to go ahead and get into the Millennial Tarot, and then we will clarify with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. All right, so Taurus, I do want to let you all know I have personals open right now. I have a deal going on. It is a 2-question video reading, or you could get a general topic. It's $22.22. You get it within 2 to 3 business days. Okay, so everything is down there if you're interested. This is open for a limited time. I feel like some of you need to cut strings with someone here. Definitely something like that going on. It could be with a fellow earth sign for some of you, but we're going to see what else shows up here. We're getting some Scorpio and Aquarius energy. I feel like there's something shifting here where people could be parting ways and you're kind of coming to the forefront. There's something about that. It's almost like the crowd splits and then there's you. It's giving me this vibe here of like an intense focus on you, and this could definitely be in the workplace. It does not have to necessarily be a romantic energy, although it could be, but it does feel like you're standing out here, Taurus. The letter 3 could be the number 3 could be significant here, as well as the letter H or J. When it comes to the number 3, this is like teamwork, collaboration, creative energy. And I do think that for some of you, maybe there's someone here that you're building with, but we are reading for like a short time frame. So maybe this is something that's going to happen at that 3-day mark. We'll see if anything comes out in the reading. Getting Venusian energy, Taurus, Libra. Now, Taurus, when it comes to this energy, I'm wondering if for some of you, maybe you're healers, maybe you have some healing abilities. Some of you, this could be like a nursing job or a medical center, like you might be working in a medical center or something of that nature. Maybe you're just a caretaker in general. I feel you in a very nurturing energy. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. I feel like you're in a motherly energy, getting Cancerian energy coming through here. And there's a sudden like curve in the dirt here that's almost like a door cracked open. I do think that Leo energy here, I do think that for some of you there's something that's still open here, or it's opening back up. There's something about that coming through here. Some of you, silence breaking. We'll see if there's anything that comes up in the reading about that. But that Leo energy coming through, there's someone very youthful here. This dirt over here, like the way that it's clumped, it's almost like the shape of a smile. I feel like there's someone here who's very youthful, very fun. Maybe they have a really big smile. I feel like they're funny. They're in your space. I feel like they're in your physical space. They're giving like life of the party type of energy here. There might be something significant about a beach, or this could be like emotional tides here. The way that there's so much emphasis on the water energy and what we're reading for, that's why that's coming through. Some of you, there's something significant about a woman in the family. There might be a breakthrough happening with her, or a truth coming in about her or from her. This woman could have the same star sign as you. So yeah, Taurus, let's go ahead and get into the tarot here, see what we've got going on for you for the 12th through the 16th. Like I said, we're going to start off with the Millennial Tarot, and then we will get into the Rider-Waite-Smith for clarification. This is for September 12th through the 16th for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. What do we have coming through here for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. What's coming through here? Okay. Overall is the King of Cups, which is interesting because this card says stay-at-home dad. And then the Queen of Cups says mother's intuition. We were getting that motherly energy that came through for you, you know, in the graveyard dirt reading. So that's interesting to me. I do think that for some of you, maybe there's an emphasis on children over these next 5 days here. But you have strength showing up as your first card out. Okay, this is Leo energy. We had that come through in the read as well. And the Knight of Pentacles right underneath it, which is Virgo energy. Somebody here could be a stylist, makeup artist, something of that nature. You do have like the DIY skills card. Now, when it comes to this energy, I feel like something has been very slow moving. And with the King of Cups showing up as the overall, it's been brewing under the surface for quite some time. You know, King of Cups is somebody who can contain his emotions. Like, he's aware of them, but he contains them. And so when it comes to that energy showing up here, Taurus, I do feel like somebody has kept things quiet for a long time. And so that Knight of Pentacles being so slow moving, being so cautious, strength showing up right over top of it, I feel like something is undeniable at this point. You know, there's something coming through, it's undeniable. We'll see if anything else comes out about that. But then you have the Four of Swords. It says self-care. We have Leo and Virgo energy there. Not sure if I mentioned that, but now we have Libra coming through as well as Aquarius. Okay, so when it comes to these cards showing up, Four of Swords, you know, on a general level, when it comes to the base meaning, it's not just about self-care. It's rest, rejuvenation, and all of that. Yes, but it's also clarity, it's peace, it's healing. It's even a card of gratitude. There's really like a significance on the face here. I feel maybe somebody really likes your face, or they like how you do your makeup, or if you do makeup, you know, I know not everybody here is into that, but there's makeup on the card, and then there's the stylist card. So I do wonder if somebody just really likes your style or your vibe. Underneath this, you have the star. Somebody here could like to bike, whether this is like a bicycle, motorcycle, whatever the case may be. This says the soul cyclist, but it really feels to me like a lot of you, there's been this period here, Taurus, that's almost like giving me the energy of a soul cry. It really feels like there's healing that's happening with both of these cards showing up here. I feel like certain cycles are closing out. You've maybe kind of felt like you've been doing something on your own, or nobody's really understanding where you are in a certain cycle. It's like people could be feeling like, why haven't you gotten out of that yet? Why haven't you done this or that? You know, or why are you doing this? Why are you starting that instead of this, right? So for a lot of you, I really get this energy of you having been like misunderstood in a lot of ways. And I feel like there's this energy of self-discovery. You know, there's almost like an explanation coming through of why that is, why people have been so misunderstanding, or why there have been so many misunderstandings. It almost seems like there's an epiphany about certain relationship dynamics in your world, in your life. You do have the King of Swag, King of Pentacles showing up here. Some of you are blocking this Leo or this fellow Taurus, but you know, it does say sorry not sorry with the Seven of Wands. King of Pentacles says sugar daddy, but you know, it doesn't have to mean that. But I do think that for a lot of you, your stability is shifting, your money is shifting in a positive way, and I feel like you could be in a space where you're setting boundaries with folks regarding this here. It's like, I'm actually going to put me first. You know, some of you, maybe you're expected to take care of everyone. Let's see what we got coming through here. What's coming through with, okay, King of Pentacles is coming up again. Wow. So King of Pentacles is showing up to clarify strength, and the Knight of Pentacles. That's progression. When you move from a page, so the rankings are like pages, knights, queens, and kings, right? So when you move from a knight, like the Knight of Pentacles, to a king or a queen, you're leveling up. So I feel like some of you, you could be strengthening your skills here. Some of you, something coming in at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock could be significant for you, or right before 2 o'clock. I'm sorry, 3 o'clock. The Hermit is showing up, Virgo energy. Some of you, there's been retreat here. There's been retreat. Something has been very, very slow moving. And, you know, when it comes to this King of Pentacles, you can't really tell where he ends and where his environment begins. So while I feel like things are on the up when it comes to finances and work, I feel like there's a lot of confusion or stubborn energy when it comes to a connection here because of this card. The Hermit is present, and you can see he's looking at that star. Silence is about to break, I'm telling you, because the star is right over here, and you can see the star and the lantern on this card. So he's looking at that star. He's like, should I say this? Should I do that? Right? So I feel like a person is going to end up reaching out here. I feel like silence is going to break here. The letter J or M could be significant to some of you here. Let's see what we have showing up. Page of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius showing up here. What else do we have for this combination? Justice, Libra energy. And I'm telling you what, with the Page of Wands showing up, it almost feels to me like this is something that's not going to happen like towards the end of this. This seems like this could come in at the 3-day mark. Like this seems like it'll be really fast, but with Justice showing up here, it almost feels like it's smack dab in the middle of those 5 days between the 12th and the 16th. It feels like it's smack dab in the middle of that. So it's kind of making me feel like this is 3 days out. A message comes in here, silence breaks. And honestly, with Justice showing up, this is the energy where everything changes, everything shifts, because it feels like this is balanced now. Even if it's not like a cycle restarting, it might feel like that's been closed, you know what I mean? Or that's been resolved, that's been handled. You feel like something has been handled. 3 days out, 3 days from here. Page of Pentacles, good news in work, money, business. For some of you, this is a message from a fellow earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Then we have the 7 of Cups energy showing up here. Options, new doors opening. A lot of you, a choice to make here. Because the 7 of Cups, while it's confusion, illusion, temptation, fantasy, all of that type of energy, it's also, you know, different options, different paths that you can go down. So I do think that for a lot of you, that could be where everything is shifting. That could be where that soul cry energy is coming from, because it's almost like you're at a crossroads and you're having to choose a path here all of a sudden. You know, it doesn't feel like a bad thing. It just feels like there's a lot of self-discovery happening quickly, you know, very quickly. Some of you, I wanted to touch on the energies again here. We got Taurus, we got Virgo, we got fire, Libra. We even have with the Page of Pentacles showing up earth energy in general, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe somebody here has Venus in Scorpio or Venus in one of those signs that I listed. But that's what I'm seeing here for you, Taurus. I hope that this was helpful or fun or whatever you needed it to be. Don't forget that I do have a deal going on right now for personals. It is a 2-question video reading, 2 questions or a general topic. You get it within 2 to 3 business days. It's $22.22. Everything is down below. But Taurus, if this is where we part, I want to thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And yeah, hopefully I will see you next time. Y'all take care and enjoy your weekend. Bye.